Hello, GregO and everyone else. I support GregO, his channels, this one and the Greg's Kitchen. All hot food has to be cooked properly, right? So that's a fact. In regards to GregO having KFC in the past, more so with chicken, all chicken products have to be cooked properly. It can't be raw, right? That's a fact. It has to be. And if some stores are not cooking the chicken properly, and I've worked at KFC in the past a long time ago, the day cook has to, once he turns on all the cookers, heats them up in the morning, then he's with the big stirring rod, has to break up the oil at the bottom, right, and deep stir the cold oil. It's meant to be 3 deep stirs, right? So 3 times. So when he does it the first time, the oil temperature goes down, then heats up again, right? Then he or she deep stirs the cooker again, right? And then when it heats up a 3rd time, then once it heats up all the cookers, they put a heat plate, and it goes down the bottom of the cooker, right? Now, if a store doesn't cook the chicken properly, if I was GregO in that situation, I would complain to the KFC customer service hotline. I don't have these problems at the moment. No issue. So at the stores I've been, so not all stores. Now, if the tenders aren't cooked properly, which the stores I've been, the tenders have been cooked properly. Now, in regards to the chips, right, fries in America, the KFC chips, then they should be able to put the chips for another 30 seconds, right? Don't have to put the timer in, right? They can and should put the chips, right, in for another 30 seconds and then pull it up, right? You're meant to make sure the customer's satisfied, right? So that's whenever GregO went to KFC last and he wasn't satisfied, the people of that store, not every store is bad, but an odd store can be dodgy, right? So now after they stir the pots and put the heat plates in, right, and that goes to the bottom of the cooker, right, they're meant to put it on cool. And before they start to cook, they exit cool, right, bread up the chicken, right, and then they shallow stir, right, and so to make sure there's no cold spots in the oil. And then once I finish breading up the original chicken for an example, or even Phillips original fillets, right? They drop the chicken into the cooker with a red hook, right? Close the lid, which has got a seal, right? And they press the button, right? Two head or four head, there's different cooking cycles, or six head. They've got so you have to have it in the right button because there's different drop temperatures, right? When you drop the six head, that cooks for 15 minutes, right? I worked for KFC for around 11 years of my life as a cook, so I know, right? And it's their responsibility to make sure all the food is cooked properly. The hot food cooked properly, right? They can put chips for about 30 seconds. For me, if the chips weren't to my satisfactory, because I take it home, right, I would put it in the oven and I can heat them up, right? But for me, I don't have a problem with the chips. But if when GregO's had the chips, they must be cooked properly, right? And they must, the people in the store must, in all different stores. And had I been in GregO's shoes and had these issues, I'd certainly contact the customer hotline. Thank you.